off the back of yesterday's Top 5 Tuesday, it has been posited and thus actioned that we're going to have a little clip compilation. It's going to be shared only on the Discord server for now, with the potential for it to go on YouTube. And the reason is, it's a clip compilation from the wider circus community. There's quite a few of us who stream or have streamed, and there's been lots of great moments on the various streams within the community. So, within the circle overall, some community adjacent is allowed as well. So if you've got any moments from streams other than mine, or potentially mine, if you really want to, then do hop on over to the Discord and get them suggested. I also have a link down in the description for the form where you can suggest your things. The reason why I've done it as a form is so it's a surprise to everyone. So I can run around, get the clips, download them, stick them in a video, and then we can all laugh at them together. So that's item number 1 on the docket. Once again, the Discord for all the information on that. I'll put a link to that too. Are there any other items on the docket, actually? I don't know. That's an interesting one. I should really have thought of other things to talk about. Oh, yes. Well, there's a thing. We had pulled pork sandwiches, except they weren't pork, they were plork. Plulled pork, you might say. So Aldi, once again, they've got quite a range of vegetarian and vegan friendly meat substitutes, and it's expanded recently. They just had like burgers and not chicken stuff. That's pretty common, but the kebab and the not pulled pork and the not hoisin duck, which is the same stuff just with different sauce, it seems to be brand new. And there's a couple of other bits as well. The specifics elude me once again. If I recall, there's a vegetable gyatso, if that counts, and there's a couple of other things as well. Anyway, I've never had pulled pork, predictably, so I'm not really sure what it's like compared to real pulled pork, meaty pulled pork, but I think it's good. It's not the best, I have to say. It comes with a barbecue sauce, and I'm not really a big fan of the barbecue flavour. It's not something I've ever gone for. It's I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. And that's totally valid. So it's not my favourite, but I like the texture, and I think if I was to find some sort of sauce to put with it that I did like, then I'd probably enjoy it a bit more. You might say, oh, well, why don't you just not have it with sauce? And the thing about it is it's very dry. And I don't know if proper pulled pork is dry, but this stuff is. The thing is, you can either fry it, or you can cook it in the oven. Frying it, well, we've got a problem at the moment. Things keep sticking to our fantastic cast iron pan, so I must be doing something wrong with it. And it's not massive, so I've been hesitant to fry too much in there. But even when we did fry, it didn't come out great. So it's gone in the oven past a couple of times we've had it, and it comes out really dry and really crispy. What I had to do this time was just dollop a load of oil over it, and that's probably not particularly healthy, but it meant that it was at least, it wasn't just crunchy, as was what happened last time. But we had pulled pork sandwiches, and they were very, very nice. It's good. It's a good item. Again, not my favourite. If I had to pick a favourite, actually, from their vegan range, I would probably say the bean burgers, because they are fantastic. But we'll talk about them another day. Another episode of Retro Cottage Kitchen. So that's the pulled pork. And like I said, they do a hoisin duck as well. Not duck, pluck, one might say. And it does seem to be exactly the same thing. It's like this weird round burger patty looking thing that you then pull apart. And they suggest using forks, hence the motion there. But it's just got hoisin sauce with it. Anyway, yes, that's item 2. I suppose item 3 could be, I did, I mean, it's probably not a great idea, and I don't know how I'd do it, or what format it would be, but it's one for the back burner, maybe something I can come back to in the future. I like the idea of having a budget cooking show, particularly at the moment with cost of living the way it is and everything's dead expensive. There's a lot to be found in budget food, and I don't mean stuff like just get yourself a flipping 10 kilogram bag of rice from the local Mullico or whatever. There's lots of places that'll do you just like a massive bag of rice. You know the bags of topsoil you can get from the garden centre? Yeah, it's like that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with cooking stuff from scratch, and that's fine, but it's not great if you've not got the spoons, and that's something that a lot of these things don't tend to take into account. There are arguments for and against that, I know, but spoons are spoons, and they are a thing, and sometimes there's no getting around it. You just want something simple you can just stick in the oven, and then you're good, and it's going to be reasonably nutritious. And I thought it would be a good idea to do some sort of show, or maybe put it on my blog, talking about budget foods that you can make relatively easily. And, well, I had a pretty obvious name in mind for it. So, Budget Bites, except it's bites with a Y, because computers. I don't know, it seems like a fun idea. That's going in the projects pile. Alongside Luniversity. I'll talk about that another day. That's a fun one. Anyway, that's today's vlog. That's been a roundup of various things. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.